Once football was over, I was just chilling, having a beer, and flipped over to the Golden Globes. I'm man enough to admit I'm watching the Golden Globes. All of a sudden, see Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, George Clooney being honored. Wanted to check out some of the eye candy there. And then I realized Kevin Frazier, Entertainment Tonight co-host, is there and getting paid to do so. How different is it that they serve booze at the Golden Globes as opposed to the Academy Awards, okay?
That's everything. That changes everything because it's a party. You know, people come into that as like, we're going into this room, we're going to drink, we're going to mingle and talk to our friends. They're not sitting in seats just watching a stage. It's a night party because also remember, all the after parties are in that one building. So it really is that night where everybody's like, we can stay in the hotel, we can party like madmen, and everything's cool.
Everybody stays at the hotel?
A lot of the folks stay at the hotel, or at least come to get dressed and will change. So say, for instance, J-Lo will arrive early. She'll get there. She'll put on her dress at the hotel, come downstairs. Then she'll go back upstairs, change again, come back down. And if she so desires, she has her place to crash.
Okay. The Jeremy Renner line where J-Lo says, I've got the gold, and Renner says, and you've got the globes. And I read where she wasn't pleased with that line.
I don't know why, because she looked spectacular.
Yes.
It was one of those moments, Dan, where, and look, we've been in this business for a long time. We know how to ask questions. You're speechless. She came up and she's like, what do you think of my dress? And posed for me. And I was like, it works. It works. I lost my mind for a second.
But this wasn't better than the P. Diddy dress that...
This was close because this is what's funny about J-Lo. Think about this. She comes to the Golden Globes as a presenter, right? I mean, The Boy Next Door, which comes out next week, is never going to win a Golden Globe, but she won the carpet. She was like Ohio State. She Ohio Stated all the big stars there because she came in, she's like, I'm going to steal a carpet.
Well, she is the Jenny from the block, so not just Jenny from the block. So it's like the Ohio State. So I get, but what table did I want to be at last night?
Wow, that's a good question. I think that you always want to be at Meryl Streep's table because you know there are jokes coming her way. But there are also, what you don't see are the tables in the back, towards the back, with the agents and the publicists and Hollywood executives. And I think those are the tables where real deals get made and people wander up, they'll talk to the stars and they'll go back. But those are the tables where you want to be because they're drinking and they're making deals. But more importantly than the tables, you want to go into the parties afterwards. The parties afterwards are great.
Okay, what was the best one?
The Weinstein party was, it was off the hook. I went into the Weinstein party with a weird group of people. Gayle King, Terrell Owens, my co-anchor, Nancy O'Dell, and we go in, and then we were standing there with 50 Cent, Jake Gyllenhaal, and then J-Lo came in. And you're just like, this is just surreal. By the way, Terrell said it wasn't a catch. He just wanted to reiterate that. But anyway.
Okay, that's good. I'm fine.
Yeah. First thing I see him on the red carpet, I'm like, I don't really care about anything else. Was it or wasn't it a catch? He said it wasn't a catch.
Aside from J-Lo, the hottest person in person?
Wow. You know what? There are a bunch. Kate Hudson was... Did you see her dress? And if you haven't seen it, I please urge you to go back and look at it. Kate Hudson had one of those barely there dresses on and carried it off with such style and class. And I was a little speechless on that one too. She was smoking hot last night.
You are the Mel Kiper of the red carpet, is what you are.
It's really gotten interesting now because they come up on the platform, and you literally now, you can have that moment where you're like, a lot like with your interviews, where you can say what you think. And so it becomes fun. And that's with Kate and J-Lo. I was just like, oh, wow, really? Really? This is how you're coming to the Golden Globes?
Was DiCaprio there?
No, he wasn't.
Huh.
A lot of people, and there were a few folks who snuck in the back door, like Oprah didn't walk the carpet, neither did Melissa McCarthy. So, you turn on the broadcast, you look in the back, and there they are, and you're like, oh, okay, you didn't walk the red carpet. Another person that was a lot of fun, Chrissy Teigen, always so much fun.
Yeah.
And she was just a lot of fun talking and making fun of her husband, John Legend, who walked away with a Golden Globe.
Movie I haven't seen that I should.
Wow. Have you seen Grand Budapest Hotel?
Yes.
Beautiful movie, and I think it's a great plot. Here's the funny thing I'm going to say. I thought that Boyhood was good because you saw them grow up, but I thought there could have been more of a plot line to it. I wasn't blown away.
Yeah.
What they did, I thought, was groundbreaking, making a film over 12 years. But I wasn't blown away where I was like, whoa.
Birdman's the best movie I've seen.
Birdman's great. Michael Keaton was great, and backstage he was just really. You know how somebody comes backstage and they're having a moment and they get real soulful.
Yeah.
It's he was soulful last night. He just walking around just being real soulful.
Tell Nancy I said hello as always, and keep breaking it down.
By the way, is her picture still on the wall?
Yeah, it is right behind me,
I told
right
her.
above the incense. In fact, there's with the incense burning, it gives her a little bit more of a smokier feel.
That she deserves.
She's
she
right next
to
Jennifer Aniston. It's Aniston and they're right next to each other. Nancy.
By the way, Aniston looked great last night too.
Aniston
Very classy.
always looks good. She does. She looks good.
Good. Classy. Yeah. Classy.
Yeah, that's the one that got away, Kevin.
From a lot of guys.
Yes.
From a lot of guys.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about me. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say. And you know what? One other thing, Dan. You know what? I was surprised George was a little subdued. I wonder if Amal is sucking the fun out of him. You know?
He's a married man.
Fun. I know, but you don't get married and die.
Yeah, I think George, all of a sudden, his shifter doesn't go into fifth gear anymore. I think it's this third gear. That's it.
Either that or he's getting ready to run for office, so he's really toning it down.
Who would you rather hang with in their heyday?
Mm-hmm.
Clooney, McConaughey?
Clooney, because I could get up the next morning. McConaughey, you're flatlining. That you need a day to recover.
Okay, what about DiCaprio?
You know what? I'd go with the other two because I think Leo's cool, but Leo is more of the your frat boy. You're with your boys. Leo would want to go to a game. Same with Zac Efron. They'd say let's go to a game. McConaughey, it's debauchery and hotness, and then Clooney, it's the cool hot vibe. You know what I mean? Like you're in the club and they're watching, and you're kicking it with the dude who is running the world.
Plus, DiCaprio's not a good wingman. He doesn't share.
Oh, no. You're on your own.
No, he's a hoarder.
Yeah, you're on your own.
Yeah.
We've seen the pictures of him on vacation with 12 women. Really? You need 12? And all his boys are standing 20 feet away.
Not fair. Not fair.
It's magical.
Thank you, Kevin.
Always good, Dan.
All right. Kevin Frazier for Entertainment Tonight. There we go. It's a yearly tradition, breaking it down like nobody's business.